Okay, what is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, man. How long has it been? Like, new a week now, but I think I finally got figured out. Let me just give you guys a quick, like, brief explanation. Basically, I believe my USB ports were corrupted, or just my drivers weren't updated to the point where if I connected anything that had to do with USB that wasn't like a mouse or a keyboard, it would not show my display ports. And I don't know how that works. Like, I don't know how my USB ports affect my display ports or my VGA or anything like that. But I figured it out, and that's kind of cool because I did it on my own. So, yeah. But you guys probably don't want to hear about that. We have my final FUT Champs squad builder for you guys here, man. And it's basically, I'm just going to be showing you guys the squad that I was going to run this weekend for my weekend league. And I literally played 6 games, I believe it was. I went 3-3. And actually, my last game, I played 1 game today. And I actually had fun. It actually felt pretty smooth. The gameplay and servers felt nice, and the team felt good. And I won. I think it was like 4-1, 5-1, something like that. And I enjoyed the game, but I didn't want to I didn't want to inflict any more wounds on myself. So I decided to stop playing because I want to stay happy and in a positive mood. But this is going to be the team that this is my last team. And I'm going to be selling it. I'm going to be selling everyone that I can, except one player. But I'm going to show you guys who it is. So we're going to start off in goal with my favorite goalkeeper in the game. In my opinion, the best is going to be Ederson. Such a good goalkeeper. I've packed him like twice untradeable, but I have traded him in both times. And I have him, I bought him for 20,000 coins, 86 rated goalkeeper from the Prem. In my opinion, he's the best Prem goalkeeper. I haven't tried out De Gea on my team. I haven't personally bought him yet this year. But I have tried out Alisson, who I think is garbage. I've tried out Lloris, who I don't like. And Ederson, in my opinion, is the best center back just in the Premier League. In my opinion, it's in the whole game. He's better than Courtois for me, and he's better than most keepers. First, we have 2 special cards in the back. We have Fabinho, and then we have Eder Militao. No, I'm just kidding. No, we have Van Dijk right here. So we have the 2 Liverpool boys at the back. We have Fabinho, second in form, and Virgil van Dijk, the 86 rated center back. Now, this card is going to be the main standout card. 260,000 coins for this card, 6'2". And this, if you guys are wondering whether you should buy Fabinho in form, I would say yes. This card, you can definitely feel like the dribbling and pace upgrade that he's gotten from his regular 85 rated card, and he's very, very, very good in game. And even though I'm not really enjoying the game, I feel like someone who still kind of likes his game and wants to grind it out, I feel like you would enjoy him because he's, in my opinion, he's a very, very good card. And Virgil van Dijk is just an absolute animal. And I played Fabinho actually at CDM. You guys are going to see what I mean by that. So we have another special card at the left back spot. We have Patrick Van Aanholt. He is very, very good, man. There's some people that don't like him and people that say he wasn't worth it or his stats aren't good enough. But in my opinion, man, like the interceptions are irrelevant for a left back. He has the stats where you need them. He has the pace, which is amazing. The passing is actually, the short passing I would say is the most important one from the passing stats, and 77 passing with 80 long passing as well. That is very, very good for a fullback. The dribbling makes him feel good on the ball, and I feel like reactions and composure, yes, it plays a part, but at the fullbacks, it's not as big of a part as you don't really use them too much in like high composure situations. There might be some times where you will feel it, but for Van Aanholt, you really don't. Agility and balance means he can move on the ball very, very quickly and not get pushed off too easily. And then his defending stats, stand tackle, marking, slide tackle is great. Heading accuracy is a bit low, same with interceptions, but you don't really need it. 97 jumping means I can boost him to 99, even though he's 5'9". He wins a lot of headers, man. He wins so many headers. 85 stamina, 81 aggression, and 68 strength with the chemistry boost. In my opinion, this guy is the best left back in the whole Prem. Maybe Marcos Alonso will surpass him when he gets an upgrade to his Europa League card, but after Chelsea lost today, I don't know if they're going to be able to beat Malmo. And then at the right back spot, I could literally go for any player in the whole game. And I just went for, I wanted to use Dani Alves again, but I've used him so many games, and he's 5'8", and I really did not want to use him, so I went ahead and used DaCosta. 84 rated right back. He was my FUT swap deal player. 6'2", high medium work rates, just amazing stats with 88 jumping. That stand tackling and slide tackle, very, very similar card to Van Aanholt, except just a bit better in my opinion. With good passing, good strength, everything. He's just an absolute animal in the midfield, man. And then we have the 3 center mids now. Let me think this through. I don't remember really who I had at center mids. So we have at center mid, we have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. At right center mid, we have Marcel Desailly. And then at the left center midfield spot, we have our final player, who I think is a cam, right? He's a cam. Think. Please? Yes, he is a cam. Okay, there we go. So Martinez, just kidding. Again, trick you guys. Pogba is our final center mid. So I know Da Costa's off cam, and that's how it's just going to be. I could play like Lala there, but I just don't have enough coins for him. I could play another icon here like Balak, and then play Da Costa on full cam. But I did go for Aubameyang and Paul Pogba next to Marcel Desailly. Now, this is how it starts, not necessarily how it plays in game. Now, I picked Aubameyang because he's my favorite Prem striker, or just striker in general in the game. I really like him. 4-star means he's great with 6'2". I boost his jumping by putting the marksman chem style on him. I know the team chemistry isn't full, so I won't get the full boost yet, but the jumping is boosted, strength is boosted. Everything you need for him is just, in my opinion, there, and he's such a good player, man. Marcel Desailly plays center back for me. I switch him in game with Fabinho, and he is so good. You can definitely tell he's an icon. I know many players might have stats very similar to him, and you might say, why don't you use like Rafael Varane or something? But in my opinion, Desailly, those icons just feel so much different in game. And then Paul Pogba does Paul Pogba type things at CDM, man. Very good card in my opinion. 6'3". He has high-low, but at the CDM spot, he still gets the job done, and he's a very good player. Who do I have for the left wing? Oh, we actually have. So we have a right. How do I do this? Okay, let me do. Here, I'll do it this way, so I don't want to spoil it. So we're gonna go French and Liga. Now I have this guy in tradable, of course, so that is why I'm playing him here. We have Kylian Mbappe, who is a right wing playing at left wing, and he just has so many games played for me. 608, nearly 700 games, 288 goals, 193 assists. Such a good card, man. 4-star weak foot, 5-star skills. I really didn't like him in the beginning of the game, which might be a bit crazy to think about, but he's just so good now for me, and I enjoyed playing with him. I think more than any other player in this game. He's so much fun to play with. He's so good on the ball, so good at finishing, so good at running past people, and he's just an absolute all-around animal in my opinion, especially with those 5-star skills. He's really fun to play with when the gameplay is good, of course. Then we have another special card at center. We have a center forward. Now we have an icon here once again, which is going to be our first icon complete as an SVC. We have Nakata. Now I completed him for literally 100k, which was great. 4-star, 5'9", medium work rates. Good stats. But in game, as you see, 6 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. He's not very good. I boost his finishing and dribbling. I boost his shooting and dribbling because I want that finishing to get boosted as much as possible. So it goes up to 89. And it just, honestly, he looks like he has very solid stats. Like he would play it well in game, but he just doesn't. And I think it's due to the lack of pace, and the dribbling doesn't feel as good as it says. Like it feels like he's a bit like, I don't want to say clunky, but he doesn't feel like he's like usually shorter players like Lionel Messi, Alejandro Gomez, Insigne, players like these, like N'Golo Kante, feel like when they're a bit shorter, they feel more agile on the ball, like because their center of gravity is lower. And I just don't feel that with Nakata, and which is why I sub him off at halftime. And then at right winger, we can have anyone in the whole game, and this guy is the best player in this whole team. I wanted to play with him so bad. We have Irving Lozano, man. We have another special card. We have a headliners in our team, 86 rated right winger. Such a good card, man. I can't tell you guys how good this guy is, man. So far, he has 6 games played for me, 4 goals, 1 assist. I think I left like 4 of my 6 games, so I wouldn't even really count that as 6 games. But yeah, great agility, good dribbling overall. Good passing, good shooting, good pace, and then the physical is the most important part in my opinion. Just because he has 86 jumping and 90 stamina as a winger, he can run up and down the wings as much as he wants. He's 5'9", he's not the tallest, but that 86 jumping with that boosted physical from the marksman, he can beat players all the time. And in those 6 games, he scored I think 2 or 3 headers. I think it was like 2 headers, or was it 1? I don't know. It was like 1 header probably. He won a couple ones, but didn't necessarily score them, which is due to the lack of heading accuracy. But he's still a good card, and he can win headers. I really wanted to use him, and I was thinking of getting like a, what's it called? What's his name? Luis Hernandez, that's his name. Luis Hernandez, I was thinking of getting him strongly to Lozano, and then instead of Nakata, but then I just decided to go another way, and this is what I did. So this was the team I played with. I went 3-3 with it. I think 2 of the games I didn't complete because I was just kind of done with the game. I was fed up. And then I think 1 or 2, probably 2 of the games actually that I won, I really enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. And it actually felt like I was in somewhat control of my players. So let me go to the bench real quick. Let me do this real quick. I don't want to ramble on for too long. So I have Ibrahimovic on the bench. I have Milinkovic-Savic, I think. João Cancelo, who I did get as a red card, which I'm very, very, very happy about. And I think I have Inaki Williams there as well. And who else do I have? Sometimes I play Dani Alves, and the reason is because even though I don't like him at right back, I play him as a center mid sometimes, as a CDM, because he's just like a short player with a lot of pace and good defending, to the point where I can just use him as like a Conte type player, Makelele, something like that, and it would just play out really well. And then I have Luis Suarez here as well. And then my last sub spot, I don't really know what I do here. I don't think I really have many players that I put in here. Who do I play here? I don't know. I think I put a bronze player. Let me just put a bronze player, man, because I really don't. I really don't use all my subs, obviously, because you can only make 3. So let's just put a bronze player there. So that is that. I bronze bench most of the time, but I bring on. So let me show you guys how it plays in game. So we go in game. We go into a 4-2-3-1. Here, let me actually just do this. Let me go to squad selector. Let me go to the squad I actually use. So this is the squad selector, 4-3-3. Let's actually go take a look at the actual squad I use. So this is it. Ibra as a cam in a 4-2-3-1 because it changes. WALKOUT comes in for CDM if Fabinho or Pogba, usually Pogba, are too tired. WALKOUT comes in and breaks up the midfield, and in my opinion, he does a great job with that because Pogba has 90 stamina, but I use him a lot to defend. Same with Fabinho, so some of them get tired a little too much sometimes. So that happens. João Cancelo, I am tempted to bring him on at CDM sometimes, but he just doesn't feel like he goes there, so I play him at right back sometimes instead of DaCosta, or left back, something like that. And Inaki Williams comes on as a right winger with that pace. I feel like he does a great job. And then Suarez sometimes comes on as a striker or something like that. So I'm going to show you guys my custom tactics, and then we will end the video. So I kind of had to go with the drop back meta. Look at this. Drop back, depth 2. I had to. And then I have fast build up because that's the meta now, and I just had to do it, and I wanted to try it out, and it's not really fun to play, but I just had to do it. So that is the in-game formation. Allowing up top, Nakata at cam, right cam Lozano, left cam MBAPPE with Pogba, Fabinho at CDMs, Desai and Van Dijk at center backs, DaCosta right back, Van Aanholt left back, Ederson as goalkeeper. And how I said I usually would bring on Ibra, Inaki Williams, and then WALKOUT. I actually really like Inaki Williams as a super sub because he has that 6'1" high work rates with high 6'1" high work rates. He's 3-star, 4-star, which 3-star might be a bit concerning, but that 89 jumping off the bench, or should I say 90 jumping, really, really, really is good. And he's 6'1", how I said, so he can win those headers during those last dying minutes before we get into penalties and all that stuff. I actually bring on Suarez. That's what I wanted to say. I bring on Suarez. Where are the penalty stats? So Suarez has 89 penalties coming in, and then I think who else is good at penalties? So Ibra's good at penalties. So I bring those guys on if I'm going to pens just before, so I can have the best chance of winning at them. And that is basically it. So this is where I will end the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. A 13-minute video. First time making a video on FIFA. I'm back, basically, I think. So yeah, we should have more content coming out soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day, and I'm out.